up here in Wasabi, Sinaloa, Mexico.
Yeah,
It's a place that a lot of Americans would be afraid to come to.
yeah. I I've had that conversation before. Yeah, it's a
What,
funny.
okay, what was that conversation like since you've had?
There were there were many times of that conversation. I remember one time that I was in California with this brother. And yeah, we were talking about that because of all these things of cartels and
Yeah,
uh narco traffics
yeah,
going on. It happens.
yeah.
It happens, but well, this brother was asking me, how is all that there in Sinaloa? Because in the news here in the US,
Yeah,
we see these things. We
yeah,
see people getting killed.
yeah.
We see gun, how do you say balaceras?
Shootings.
Like shootings, yeah, encounters between cartels and
Hmm.
people dying because of that, and a lot of drugs and people's lives getting ruined because of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, you see a lot of that here in Wasabi.
Yeah.
And one of the main preoccupations of American people that I
Concerns.
concerns, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I translated
Yeah,
that.
this happens a lot when we talk. So thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, one of the American people concerns that I realized a lot, it's if they come here, if they are gonna be affected because of that. I would say uh not really, because what I see here, and I've been seeing that a lot of times, is the bad things happen only between
Hmm.
the that atmosphere. I
Yeah.
mean, between the cartels.
Yeah.
If I only between them, and if there's people that it's affecting the society,
Right.
you know. I remember this brother asking me that in California, and right, I think it was that same day, later in the day, uh, there was some drunk boys that were to the beach, on the touristic side,
Hmm.
a very something something I think there was some letters that said Las Glorias, that which is the touristic beach
Yeah, yeah.
here in Wasabi, and they were beautiful, and these boys, they were drunk, and they were destroying these letters, and I just said these things to this brother, and I said, look, you see these boys, if they don't have a video of on social media getting punished by the cartels or by the people that is on all those things,
Yeah.
is gonna be uh like late for them, but they're gonna suffer some consequences from that people,
Right.
from the cartels. And just like I said, the
Yeah.
week after a week, there was a video of them getting punished,
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that happens in
Yeah.
those ways. I only if you messed up with them,
Mm.
you're gonna have a hard time.
That's usually what we hear, right?
Yeah.
Is like, people doing things that are kind of obvious you shouldn't be doing,
Mm-hmm.
destroying the touristic letters on a beach that makes it beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I cannot deny that it's ugly. All these
Yeah.
things happening of that kind of people. I mean, the cartels, the sicarios,
Yeah.
doing all those things. That, yeah, at the end of the day, sometimes it affects normal people.
Hmm.
Yeah, because you know, just like lately here in Culiacan and
Yeah.
around here, the time now, it's there's some things happening, and yeah, you have to be more careful. But all those chaos that happens
Yeah.
some days, it's between them, and
Yeah.
sometimes just normal people have to wait and
Hmm.
their houses, and to how do you say, yeah, to stop just a little bit what they are doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see these cartel people just going around the streets and saying, "Hey, by this time, don't come out of your house
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
sometimes this happen."
Like in Palos Verdes recently. Well,
Uh-huh.
they started announcing don't be out past 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so our ministry over there was ending usually right around 9 o'clock, and
Oh,
so
wow.
we would make sure the kids were
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
home
yeah.
and stuff. And one week we went, and the night before, someone had tried to grab one of the kids, and
Oh, really?
yeah, Juan, and
Oh.
so it was interesting. All the boys were walking around with knives on their belt and everything. They were concerned, obviously. Um, but then, there was some talk about that because that made people a little more
Mm-hmm.
nervous, of course. Um, that someone tried to grab just a random kid, not
Mm-hmm.
someone involved,
Yeah.
in the situation. Um, so we were obviously we don't stop going because of stuff like that. That
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I hear stuff like that and go, all right, well, don't be out past 9,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
know.
No, I mean,
So we just keep doing our thing, right?
being from here, I can tell you just, yeah, be careful with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, about that in Palos Verdes, I remember sharing one time with the kids. I heard from some of the kids over there. Uh, One of them, his dad was
Mm,
it was really involved. I think you know him.
yeah.
What was his name?
Dionisio.
Dionisio, yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad passed away because of that
Yeah.
those things. And I
Well, they found him in a hole.
yeah,
Yeah. That was pretty rough.
I heard him talking like about uh cartel things and like getting
Yeah.
into that way.
Yeah.
And by that time we were finishing a discipling on Romans.
Hmm.
And you remember we started a study on Proverbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just by that time, when I heard this little boy talking about those things and
Yeah.
realizing that he was like kind of getting on that way
Mm,
of uh cartels and that,
yeah.
we 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 hit to some verses on Proverbs. I think it was on the first three chapters,
Yeah.
where it talks about uh some kind of people uh that it's inviting, like the son of the father that is describing there, um to do bad things
Hmm.
that are very similar
Yeah.
to the things
That
that
happened.
sicarios
Yeah. Yeah.
and people like that those here.
Lying in wait to take blood.
And I was like, God, thank you
Yeah.
for like putting the setting the things up for like this time.
You know sorry, side note,
Uh-huh.
what always seems to amaze me, and I don't know why it does, but because it always happens, is not just the application of God's word, but how by his spirit he causes us to want to do something,
Uh-huh.
teach something that's exactly what someone needs
Yeah,
in that moment,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's how I see the work of prophecy in these days is like it's so perfect,
Uh-huh.
It's you couldn't imagine a better passage right after someone was taken out by a sicario,
Yeah.
and his son is now thinking about his life and what he's
Yeah.
gonna and probably wanting revenge, to be
Hmm.
honest.
Yeah, that those were the things he was like ending up saying.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, I was getting very worried about that.
yeah, yeah,
Because I was like, dude, if you're seeing how your dad ended,
yeah,
which I'm really sorry, but
yeah,
don't go in that way.
yeah,
And it was like right on the perfect time
yeah,
when we hit those verses on Proverbs and we were sharing. And there was the opportunity of saying, look what God is saying here.
yeah,
It's not nothing different from what we see around here in Sinaloa.
yeah.
Look what he's saying. From those things, how do you say huye? Like run,
Fleet.
run away from that.
Yeah.
As fast as you can,
Yeah.
run away from that, because what's the results of that?
Hmm.
Blood and death,
Yeah.
and not any good thing.
Nothing good.
So
Yeah.
run away from it. Don't even pay attention to any little thing of that. No,
Yeah.
run away from it.
That's right.
And it was a blessing having the opportunity to, like, at least how do you say, sembrar la semilla,
Plant the seed.
plant the seed on their hearts.
Hmm.
And I don't know, maybe we don't see the fruits, or we don't have the opportunity to collect the fruits from that,
Hmm.
but having the opportunity to share that in that specific moment,
Hmm.
seeing that they were needing that,
Right.
even though if maybe they didn't know that they were needing
Hmm.
it,
Right.
but yeah,
Often not, especially as young people.
yeah,
Um, as Proverbs later says, foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction will drive it far from him.
uh-huh.
I always think of either golf or baseball when I think of that. It's the rod of correction, and it will drive it
Yeah.
far. You just got to hit it real hard, just like
Yeah,
make
like
sure
right on
that
time there.
that's well, there's a rod and there's
Yeah.
something that needs to be knocked out of here. I'm like,
Yeah.
so if you don't calm down, we're gonna fix that. No. Um, and it's cool. I think that it's a blessing, to see how God works in their lives. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, those things do happen, and it's important to reach out and just share God's word. I mean, they're all normal people for the most part.
Yeah,
Even I
totally.
would say to some extent, now there's always limits to things, right? To some extent, even the cartel members, they're just normal people. They just have um, reasons, who knows what they're up to,
Mm-hmm.
motivations. They've been, um, they think that life works a certain way, and they have or they just have their business that they want to do. A
Yeah.
lot of business the aspects are controlled here in Wasabi,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that's okay. I mean, I don't know. They think they're balancing the corruption, of government, and then
I mean,
whatever.
away from the Lord's ways,
Yeah, like
they do, but
yeah,
it's not the right.
which one's right? Neither. So
Yeah, no.
follow the Lord, do what he has you to do. Um, and we see those events, those things happen in people's lives. I know in Palos Verdes they also later on they said, in the next 2 weeks, don't be out past 10, because that's when the police were allowing the cartels to fight,
Yeah.
you know. And so, I mean, those things, that's kind of how they deal with it. They don't really come in and try to stop it, because
Mm-hmm.
the police knows he's going to get killed too.
Yeah.
So,
And that's a sad fact that I can, that's like one of the things I can say, it really bothers me,
yeah.
from being from Mexico,
Mm,
knowing that the authorities
yeah.
doesn't really have like the
The authority.
yeah,
The final say.
just I mean, they just have the chance to just say, hey, just be careful here because those people,
Yeah.
I mean,
They've limited
what
authority.
do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. They have some authority,
Yeah, they do,
and they can do things, but
but they are even influenced
yeah.
but the same bad people.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I wonder sometimes if it's like the power that gets to their head, like the desire for power, and maybe even a police officer that wants things to be right, and they see the power that the cartel has, and then they
Hmm.
think, oh, I'd love to have that kind of influence when I
Hmm.
talk, that people have to do things.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's all in human nature.
yeah. I've been knowing a lot of people that has been involved
Uh-huh.
on there. I mean, family members that have passed away because of that.
Mm,
I yeah, I've been having like
okay.
many people close to me that
Is it
that are
is it
involved in that.
because they're involved in the drugs or because they treat a cartel member the wrong way or what?
They are involved in drugs. They are, I mean, they use drugs.
Mm,
They are involved on the business, the
mm,
drugs business,
hmm.
and yeah, they are way. There's people that I know that are way inside of that atmosphere.
What do you think gets them wanting to go down that road?
Uh maybe I think I think there's many things. Um, one thing could be the money money side, because yeah, there's a lot of money moving around that, and I think there's a spiritual side of
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
I've been seeing testimonies that really points to, yeah, there's obviously a spiritual side. I was saying there's a, for me there's obviously a spiritual side that it's reaching people to that,
Hmm.
and I, yeah, I don't remember another ones, but those two ones are, I think, are the ones. Oh yeah, a third one could be also because of a family influence.
Mm.
Sometimes if you're a son of a cartel leader,
Okay.
sometimes that's gonna push to have you in there.
Right. So someone else wants to affect the cartel leader. They can't get directly to him, but they find a family
Yeah,
member. Right.
yeah, and another strong thing is once you barely touch uh that yeah, that movement,
Hmm.
you cannot be you cannot escape from it
Mm.
unless you encounter the Lord.
Mm.
I've been knowing some people that was involved in that, and there's some testimonies I know that because they uh how do you say, they
Came
knew
out.
the Lord,
Mm.
they came to the Lord.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a miracle
Mm.
for them to get out of that,
Mm.
because it's the only way you
Yeah,
can get out of that,
yeah, yeah.
because of a miracle.
Mm.
And
Wow.
yeah, I've been knowing some people that,
Wow. So that's what we got to pray for.
yeah.
It's not politics, it's not strategies. It's just that the Lord does a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
His word changes their life.
Yeah.
I know some of these are that's just what happens. They
Mm-hmm.
pick up a Bible, start reading it.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's strong to hear it, but there's also people that I've heard that the miracle for them, it was that they were involved on all these things, and they came to the Lord in repentance, and right after that they died because of something from these things.
Wow.
But they died knowing the Lord,
Wow.
and you know that's the best miracle a human can have,
Hmm. Yeah.
receiving the Lord's grace and being saved.
Yeah.
Uh, it's the
Amen.
best thing a
Amen.
human can have.
It's that's what changes everything. And
Mm-hmm.
not only in eternity,
Yeah,
but changes this life too. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's what people tend to doubt is that it just affects my eternity. I'll wait till I'm on my hospital bed, you know. No, it'll
You
change
never know.
everything.
Yeah.